Compton Rick Rock TV. Let's get to the content.
Hopefully everybody is having a good morning this morning, man. Do not get caught on your cell phone watching content, man. Let it play through the speakers. Just let it play through the speakers and have a safe trip on your way to work or dropping your kids off to school this morning. Speaking of school, I want to talk about a high school kid, man, who was unalive, and people are saying it was over a hat similar to the one I have on. And then I seen people that on social media saying it wasn't over a hat. I wish people stopped saying he got unalive over a hat. At this point, it don't matter if it was over a hat or if it didn't have anything to do with a hat. That does not matter. The thing that matter is we are doing some of the most demon time work that I ever seen, man. People is running around here just unaliving innocent people. If you in the streets, if you in the gang culture and that's what you want to do, then go do that with your gang culture enemies. But all that pulling up, looking for somebody that look like you just because he got the same skin tone as you, unaliving them, that ain't cool, man. That's not cool. They need to make up a new rule. All the guys who in prison, y'all can stop a lot of this stuff that's going on. It'll take a couple of you guys to put a new rule together, a new law together. If you unalive one of us, when you come in here, we gonna unalive you or do you in. Yeah, they talking about peanut butter and all that. Yeah, they need to do you worse than that. That should be the new rule. If you unalive another one of us and you go up in here, we gonna get you. I guarantee you it'll stop, because that's where they going. That's exactly where they going. Once they do these crimes, they going right up in there. It's the people up in there. Nah, handle y'all business. Take care of them when they get up in there, because when they get up in there, they got to run together anyway. They got to stick together anyway. So anyway, let's get to this content, man. This is a sad situation. Let's go check it out, man. Let's go.
We begin at 5 with family and friends remembering the life of a Tustin High School graduate and a football player who was shot and killed in Compton last week. Good evening, everyone. I'm Colleen Williams.
I'm Kathy Vara. His family says a 19-year-old was in the wrong place at the wrong time. NBC4's Hetty Chang live in Tustin, where his family is sharing a story for the first time and only with NBC4. Hetty?
Yeah, Colleen and Kathy, as you can imagine, William's loved ones are still so heartbroken and devastated because they tell us 19-year-old William Luther Leopard III was a young man of faith, someone who leaned on that faith in life.
Game time. Catella versus Foothill.
William Leopard's family sharing these videos and photos of his high school athlete days. First at Catella High School in Anaheim, and then as a star football player at Tustin High School. His stepfather, or bonus dad as he likes to be called, says William was respectful both on and off the field.
You know, I raised 4 boys. I've always been strict on them. Chores, responsibilities, accountability. And William never question my authority or any pushback on it.
Last Thursday, Curtis says his son went to Compton to hang out with his girlfriend. He never returned home.
He really felt that the culture wouldn't touch him. I explained to him this dangerous area right there. He knew the dangers, of the area. His perspective was that I don't gang bang. God got me. It's a tragic story.
LA homicide investigators say William was shot and killed just before 10 last Thursday night. They have not made an arrest.
This whole 19 years was about bringing us joy. And now here it is. We have to feel sorrow on his behalf. And we're just fortunate that he's not sharing in the sorrow with us.
William, he was destined to be something good. So we're going to miss him. Unfortunately, he's at the wrong place at the wrong time, doing something that any young man his age should be able to do at 9:45 at night. Go out with his girlfriend. But these people that did this in my animals, and so I want these people off the street. I wish anybody that has any information that can come forward and report it to the police so we can get these people off the street.
Yeah, William's family says he was getting ready to start college next week at Santa Ana College, and he would have turned 20 years old next month.
All right, so what a tragic, man. He knew, the youngster knew, his parents told him. A lot of times, we've been around here longer than some of y'all. if there's any youngsters that's watching this, I know I have an older audience, but if it's any youngsters that's watching this, listen to me. We've been around here longer than a lot of y'all. We done seen a lot of things. So when we tell y'all something, we not telling y'all just for the sake of it. We telling y'all because we know exactly how these streets are. We've been in them before you. If your parents tell you, be careful in that area, you know, take heed. Don't say to your parents, this and that and that and this. The youngster said, oh, I don't gang bang. But you have on a hat like this, right? Or I'm not for sure if he had a hat on or not, but let's just go with the theory that hat. The family said it wasn't over a hat. Can people please stop saying it was over a hat? Well, I'm going to just say for anybody wearing these hats, this hat right here, when I first started wearing, this is the first hat I've ever wore like this in my entire life. I've never bought this hat. These hats out here represent something. There was no need for me to wear this hat. But as I got older, I'm like, man, why I can't wear these hats, man? If I want to wear them, if I want to buy it and spend my money on it, I'm going to buy it, right? But a lot of people, every time I wear this hat, I'm mostly wearing a New York Yankees hat or a Compton hat, something like that. But this is one of the hats that I've wore. I've never got talked to the way I have by having this hat on. Hey, man, you shouldn't wear that hat. Don't wear that hat. I'm like, wow, this got to be one of the most dangerous hats in Southern California. I'm just talking about the response that I've gotten wearing these hats. Now, we talk about Nolan Wells. We talk about all this stuff that's happening in the South with people that's coming up from these trees. We talk about all this, but we not talking about what we doing. We doing each other 10 times better than that. I know the Nolan Wells topic been a big topic over the last month, but the stuff that we doing to each other, I just seen the video where a 15-year-old walked into a store and unalived 2 women for no reason. And we not talking about that. We not marching about that. Nobody is really talking about this. There's only a few content creators from LA that's talking about this. You don't even see these big platforms that you see in everybody else's business when it pertains to us. They not talking about this. It's getting sad out here, man. Now, I am going to go to a channel where a content creator that's talking about this. I'm going to go to a few of them. Let's check this out, man. This is getting out of hand, man. Let's go.
That he was a high school player on the thing that I saw, but it said that he was 19 years old, and I was like, that don't even make sense, you feel me, like at all, you know. And he said that he was not involved in gangs, you feel me, he was not involved in that lifestyle. I don't know why, if he was a former high school football star, why he didn't go off to college, you feel me, when he graduated in 2024. But it said that he was working, and he was actually enrolled to go to a community college around the way, starting here soon. So kinfolk, you know, regardless of what he did after high school, what happened, you feel me, he was working, and it seemed like he was trying to get his life together. I hope that, you know, the young man wasn't out here involved in nothing, and, you know, it's just one of those things where, you know, the gang members, you know, really just came up to him and, you know, just did this because, you know, in some of these instances, we find out that these young men were actually out here participating in stuff, you feel me? So, and it's kind of crazy because you saw Blueface kind of touching on this with AB and Dean, because they go around saying cuz a lot. And I'm going to tell you like this, bro. LA is a fucking different place, bro. It's very different, bro. Like, I remember we was at well, I ain't gonna get in this, so I'm gonna talk about AB and Dean first. Blueface was on there telling them like how they be saying cuz all the time, you know, like shit, that shit ain't cool, you feel me, because you really out here playing with California politics, and, you know, kind of like, you know, we letting you get away with that, although Blueface ain't letting nobody get away with nothing, you feel me, like shit, it's like one of those things, like the people that's really like big dogs out there could really press these niggas about that shit, you feel me, because it's blood, sweat, and tears really on that shit, you know what I'm saying. So I got what Blueface was saying, even though, you know what I'm saying, the messenger was the messenger, you feel me? It's kind of crazy, but it's kind of the same thing. And when we was in California, bro, I remember going down there with my artist, bro, my dad and my kid, my son. We went down there, bro, just my dad.
All right, let's start right there. That's just a short video. But yeah, I did see Blueface speaking to Dean the Great and AB about saying cuz. You know, you guys up here playing around, saying cuz, and you inviting unwanted attention to yourself. That's why if you look at the show, you starting to see a lot of Crips pop up on your show. That's because you saying cuz, and by you doing that, you inviting them in, and they like, well, you saying cuz, don't close the door. When we come up here, don't have your security close the door because y'all playing with gang culture. Some of these dudes feel like, okay, y'all profiting off of it. We need some of the bread too. We need some attention. Nowadays, these dudes don't even want no money. They want the clout. They want the attention. These gang members, they want attention. If this was back in the days, the gang members would have went up there and pressed them for a bag. Think I'm lying? All you got to do is look at cats right now who had already been incarcerated for this, for these allegations, allegedly. So yeah, man, this is getting out of hand, man. And the crazy part about it, 9 times out of 10, nobody is going to get arrested for it. Because everybody going to stay silent. Everybody's going to stay quiet about it. And then again, you got these kids. You might not think they in the gang. You might not think they representing the gang. But when they leave from your household, they in the streets saying cuz and blood. When they go to their friend's house, they friends, family members might be in the gang, in the street life. And then they see that your son comes over there to mess with their cousin, nephew all the time. So quite naturally, they going to become a part of what they hanging around with. You got to be careful of the company that your kids is around. You see your kids hanging with somebody, you better do a thorough background check on who your kids is hanging around. Check out their family members. You remember when we was coming up, you had your parents. I don't want you hanging around them. Because your parents already seen what type of parents your friends got. They dope fiends, they alcoholics, they gang banging. They not really watching. It should no kids be hanging out all night. He wasn't a kid. He was 19 years old. 19 years old, man. Didn't even get a chance to live life. In the same way that we talk about all these white people and everybody else that's doing something to us, we need to be on the same time and when it's us doing it to us. You see, I didn't realize these type of videos, y'all don't even push. Y'all click right off of them. Y'all don't even want to hear when it comes to us doing us in. But the moment I load something up, oh yeah, all the way in the streets and it's active, y'all watch them. That's the problem. We are our biggest problem, man. We are the problem. We are the problem, man. We promote, you go to the comment section, you know, I'm pretty sure that I'm pretty sure who up in the comment section. I know who's up in there, so I expect some of the negativity that be in the comment section. I'm going to get to the next video, man. Rest in peace to this young man who lost his life being up in the streets. It's a sad situation. Compton Rick Rock with Compton Rick Rock TV. I'll catch all of y'all on the next reaction.
Like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel, Compton Rick Rock TV. Also, hit that notification bell and catch every video when I drop.